ready to go, and don't feel like we have to change anything we do. He came in the other night and played well, so we're excited to see him play.
Seems to have instincts.
Yeah, he has great instincts. He's a true middle backer and understands our defense extremely well, and we're all very confident what he can do.
He told us that the culture's been established here that if something happens to somebody, the next man is expected to be no drop off.
Of course, I think we thought that we had one of the deepest rooms in camp. When you look at the quality and not just depth, you have to have quality players that understand how to play the game, how to play at this level, and that's what when I first got here. That's the thing I was really excited about is the quality of players they were, the quality of people they were, and how they understood the defense. They would help me. Understand things, and that's something I've always appreciated about these guys. Learning the defense and how it's supposed to be played, and they're very well schooled in how to play it.
Trevin Wallace, is he coming along?
Trevin's been playing well as well, so we're excited about Trevin. Trevin will have a bigger role. Obviously, everybody steps up and has to do some things a little bit different. So we're trying to get Trevin work at a couple different positions. So Trevin has a lot of versatility in his game as well. So I'm excited for those young guys to get their opportunity.
You're seeing dynamic back after dynamic back week in, week out. I mean, just for your linebackers, how do you feel like they fared and just being in sound and what they're supposed to do out there?
Well, this last Saturday was a little disappointing. We missed a couple fits, in the run game, and when you're not as precise as you want to be, then you got a chance to get creased a couple times, and we just weren't quite as sharp as we needed to be to in a couple of those runs. But again, they're all correctable mistakes. These are talented kids that want to play at a very high level. So we got another opportunity this week, and I think we hopefully learned from some of those lessons. But it's a quality group, and we certainly feel bad for Jaquez, but again, it's next man up, and we feel like we're probably as well prepared as you can be to lose a quality player like that and be able to replace him.
Hey, double back to Wallace just for a second. You said a couple of different positions and be working that. What could you?
Well, he can play either Mike or Will. DeAndre plays the Will and Jaquez plays the Mike. So Trevin can play either. He's played either before, so we kind of swing him around just because of the type of player he is.
Mike, how'd you feel about just your group and the defense's poise to take that punch early, drop that fall down 14-0, but to really kind of come out in the second half and really play some good football?
It's a tough environment. It's a tough offense to play on the road when things start going that fast. And it usually takes you a little bit of time to settle into the game and kind of get a feel for what's happening. But I thought our kids hung in there, all day. Missed a couple things, late that, we could have played a little bit better. But overall, just thought we handled it probably as well as we could. So, I'm, overall I've been pleased with, our guys inside, but I think as a defense, we can play better, and, we'll have to play better this weekend.
For a coach, halftime must feel like it just flies by. What does it say about these guys to be able to process what you're teaching about mistakes and be able to get it done and execute?
Well, I think it shows maturity. I think that's something you need to be a high quality player at this level. If you don't have the mental aptitude to be able to process things and understand what it takes to play at this level, you'll never be the player you want to be. And I think all these guys have that. And that's the thing I enjoy about them is they're able to process. They understand, what it takes to be a successful player at this level, and they all want that. So, that makes my job a lot easier. Knowing that when they make a mistake, they want to fix it. So it's that that says a lot about them, who they are as people, and you better have strong character if you want to compete at this level, and I believe all those guys have that.
I'm going to pretty positive you've answered this one already, but getting in here a little late. With Jacquez being a little banged up, just how comfortable you are with your unit of guys to be able to step in?
Well, I think probably our room is, if there's an injury and nothing, we want nothing but the best for Jacquez. But he was playing the best football of his career, I believe, as we speak. And it's unfortunate that he's going to be out for a little bit of time here. But Derek is really, a guy that understands what we're trying to do. He understands the defense extremely well. Him and Trevin both. They just haven't played quite as much as the other guys, but they're very talented players. And again, I think that'll show out Saturday. I'm excited to watch both these guys perform. They've shown that they can play at a high level, and I expect them to do it, Saturday night.